What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JR15, and we back with a very long video, a very special video, man. I'm gonna be reacting to the downfall of Diddy, or AKA the downfall of myself, because everybody call me Diddy, so I guess I'm Diddy now. Minus all the Diddy shit. Like, I'm Diddy without all the Diddy-ness. Like, how do I explain this, man? Oh, this sounds kind of bad. Like, imagine Diddy, but if he didn't, like, do all that freak meal activities, like, with all the dudes and all of that. Okay, maybe I'm more of like a R. Kelly then, if I'm not. Maybe I'm more like a R. Kelly, like a Bill Cosby then. I say that, man. I'm more like a Bill Cosby then, nigga. Better watch your motherfucking drink before I spike that shit. Yeah, nigga, you heard me. Spike your motherfucking drink. Come home to me. What T-Pain say? Put Molly all in her champagne, and she ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that shit. She ain't even know it. Anyways, boys, time to get into this video. The downfall of Diddy. Here, let me go get a blanket, man, because it's going to be a long one. This going to be a long one. I got to get some snacks, too. You know what I'm saying? Got my special. Got my blanket. And I got some Rice Krispie treats, because we going to be here for a minute. Let's go. Let's start this video.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution.
This is the type of indictment you would expect from someone in the mafia.
They start making this case, in my opinion, as a takedown of a successful black man.
The freak-off sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers.
For
I've
what?
spoken to
Days? Mr. Diddy, days? The
about a half a
freak-offs
dozen
lasted
of
days,
these different
dude?
men involved, and I asked them, was there any indicia of lack of consent? And they said, absolutely not.
What are you doing on all these
And they
days?
seized
Oh, they got the whole
cases
military.
and cases of the kinds of personal
Oh
lubricant
my
and
God.
baby oil that Combs'
Diddy,
staff
no.
allegedly used to stock hotel rooms
Diddy,
for the
no.
freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
How do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
He has a big house. He bought
1,000 bottles of what, dude? What are you possibly using 1,000 bottles of baby oil for, bro? Well, I mean, I could probably have like some type of thought what you use them for, but me personally, I'm more of a coconut oil type of guy. Like I use coconut oil. That coconut oil is better than baby oil. You know what I'm saying? If you want to experiment, you know what I'm saying? Use some coconut oil. Don't use the baby oil.
buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in the parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
When I saw the video with Cassie running for her life, I cried my eyes out.
You're going to show that video over and over and over about what happens to women that won't change their stories.
Combs did not do this all on his own.
If there are higher up people that are still famous right now that are on these videos, Hollywood is going to just implode.
Does this compel you to put him on the stand?
I don't know that I could keep him off the stand. I think he is very eager to tell his story.
Diddy eager to tell his story? No, Diddy. Don't tell your story, dude.
We have obtained video of Diddy's arrest on Monday night. And I have to say, he was blindsided.
Sean Diddy Combs was taken into federal custody in New York. This according to TMZ.
We're told it happened in a Midtown Manhattan hotel where Combs had been staying. And according to sources talking to TMZ, this actually came a day earlier than originally expected.
The world-famous Sean Diddy Combs is expected to be arraigned on federal charges this morning following a grand jury indictment.
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate
Diddy, no!
transportation for prostitution.
Bro,
Diddy, among
Diddy, what are you
other
doing,
things,
dude?
he has been
It's one thing to do
accused
this
of
shit,
sex trafficking,
but to get caught doing this shit,
engaging in a
that's something
conspiracy
crazy, bro.
to foster
That's something completely
prostitution,
different, bro.
racketeering,
Like, if you gonna do it, dude, don't get caught, bro.
narcotics
Like me, I
offenses,
never get caught doing
arson,
some Diddy shit.
bribery, That is the beginning.
The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses.
The indictment alleged some of Combs's employees helped set up freak-offs in which women were forced into sex acts with male prostitutes.
And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs. More than 1,000 bottles altogether.
Prosecutors now say when this notorious video
Yo!
was taken, Cassie was...
Yo! This dude Diddy really put a pause on the joint in the hotel with nothing more than a robe on. I'm in an asylum.
actually fleeing.
This dude Diddy is a devious dude, bro.
I mean, this has gotten very,
oh my
very
God.
scary. Hollywood's in trouble.
Oh God.
Hip hop and R&B is
Diddy,
in trouble.
no.
Sean Diddy Combs has pleaded
Diddy,
not guilty
no.
to several federal charges.
We are learning in just the last few minutes that a federal judge is now refusing to grant Sean Diddy Combs bail.
He is going to be
not getting no fucking
behind bars
bail. Why would
until
this nigga get
his
bail?
trial begins,
What the
whenever
fuck?
that is.
Sean Combs really fought to
nigga's
stay
doing-
out of
he's
this
a-
place
he's a
where his
menace to
attorney
society.
called conditions
Keep him
horrific, but
behind
the judge
bars,
sent him
bury
back,
him under the
finding
jail.
Diddy a danger to women.
We're appealing the decision to hold him without bail.
TMZ is also reporting Diddy was placed on suicide watch at the detention center that he's being held at in New York.
Your reaction to this really stunning indictment?
I'm very surprised, Harvey, that you say you're stunned. What, you need another decade of Sean, a.k.a. Puffy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Love Combs, brutalized?
Oh, nah, why he licking his lips like that? And why is he beating the shit out this girl right here, bro? With nothing more than a fucking towel on, bro. What are you doing, Diddy?
Women,
Diddy,
stunning.
what are you doing?
I'm only stunned it took so long.
Diddy,
has
what
dodged
are you doing,
lot
dude?
of
On video
legal
too?
bullets in the past. Does this one feel different to you?
It does. This one feels different. As you know, Harvey, you don't have the feds raid your homes unless they have something of substance, something significant.
Federal law enforcement agents have raided properties owned by musician and producer Sean Diddy Combs.
There's got to be something there in order for them to put themselves in a position with someone who is so powerful, who can retaliate, who has the authority and the means to be able to fight cases. To put yourself in that position, there must be something there.
Let's switch our focus to the government. In my opinion, I'm just going to say it the way it is. No friend historically of the successful black man, okay? None. And they start making this case, in my opinion.
Oh, so this is Diddy's lawyer right here. This is Diddy's lawyer doing some professional legal work right here. Doing his hardest, his damn hardest to defend him. He's probably on the Diddy list himself, Mr. Lawyer. Have you been invited to the freak-offs and the Diddy parties? I think you've been a part of the Diddy parties, Mr. Lawyer. You defending him a little too much, bruh. Like you want to see your daddy get out of jail, Mr. Diddy.
As a takedown of a successful black man.
I think what is interesting and what was surprising to me was when I read the indictment, when I dissected the indictment, and I looked at count 2, which is the sex trafficking count, the sex trafficking by force, coercion, and fraud. It only names one victim.
Hey Cassie, how are you? How do you feel about all the allegations with Diddy going on right now?
And I believe that's Cassie, his longtime girlfriend. It only names that one victim, where there's so many women who've come forth with civil claims, looking for money, making allegations against them now. There's only one named victim in that count, and that's the count that everyone seems to be talking about.
That's the problem with everybody, all these girls and shit. If you're a victim of Diddy, bro, don't wait till now to try to get some money and shit. You better file them charges when you drunk that drink. You better file them charges when you drunk that drink, or you ain't gonna be held. That shit ain't gonna hold no weight in court. They gonna laugh you out that motherfucking courtroom. Don't try to hop on this motherfucker now for some shit that happened like 10, 20 years ago because you see niggas on his ass. No, if you really got diddied, if you really a victim of the diddler, you better go and you better say some shit at that time, motherfucker. Because God forbid I get to Diddy status and girls from my past come out saying I diddied them. No, bitch, I ain't Diddy you. And if I did Diddy you, go ahead and prove that shit. Go ahead and prove it. Yeah, go ahead and prove I diddied you. Go ahead and prove I put something in your drink and enjoyed that shit. You can't, because it didn't happen. Back to the video.
He's involved in sex trafficking and he's using force and coercion. It's one named victim in that count, and that's surprising to me considering the amount of alleged victims there are in this case.
What up, Sean? Do you think the fact that your client is a very big celebrity played a part in the Fed's decision to indict him?
I think it played the biggest part. I think it played a prominent part. I think that if he's not a big celebrity, he's just going about his life, without interference from the U.S. government.
Even though a lot of people now claim that they basically had knowledge.
This is Adam 22, bro. What is this cuck doing here, bro? In case you don't know Adam 22, basically he's going famous for letting his wife get fucked by other niggas in front of him. Basically, he's the cuck of the century. So it's only fitting that he's put in a Diddy documentary, considering he's Diddy himself. Look at Mr. Diddy right here. This the white Diddy.
Of this, and it certainly was whispered about prior to it becoming common knowledge. I do think that it's probably one of the most seismic events in the history of hip-hop.
I have never read 14 pages that contained so much shocking information and
14 pages, Diddy? Diddy, 14
This is the type of indictment you would expect from someone in the mafia, not somebody who runs
Diddy.
a clothing line,
14 pages.
Call me Sean John.
an alcohol brand.
Let's be clear.
Diddy, no, they never gonna wear no Sean John again, bro. In case you didn't know, Sean John back in the 2000s, everybody had that Sean John on. Sean John was the denim tiz of the 2000s. They put on them Sean Johns like a little headband, got their hair braided back with some white cream Air Force Ones. That was the drip back in the day. Maybe throw on like a big Allen Iverson throwback jersey too. That was the drip back in the day. So go ahead and ask your parents that's from that 2000 era. Be like, so you got Sean John on? So you really a supporter of Diddy, huh? So you really be supporting Diddy. You got the Diddy clothing line on. Go ahead and tell your parents you got the Diddy clothing line.
Ciroc is for the culture.
Someone who was at the top of the hip hop world.
What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers.
To hear charges of transportation, of prostitution, sex trafficking, it was pretty astonishing.
You mentioned the mafia. The mafia tends to operate underground. Diddy operated way above ground for 16 years, according to the feds. And there were maybe whispers about this, but none of this came to light.
The reality is, Diddy has had run-ins with the law several times, and it seems he always has gotten away with it. So this was really just a build-up. He was, of course, going to operate in plain sight because nothing ever happens to him until now.
I guess I'd say America loves a story of a good rise. America loves a story of a huge fall. And this is certainly up there, with any that we've seen. But, I certainly didn't have any of this stuff on my bingo card. Covering Puffy for, over a decade. There's a lot you can say about the guy, but, this stuff just didn't come up in my reporting. And I think it took all of us by surprise.
Am I surprised by the allegations? No. These are rumors that have been floating around the industry for decades now. Some people have seen them firsthand.
What the fuck is that? What is dripping from his mouth? What the hell? Diddy, what the fuck? This dude freaky as hell.
And some people have just heard about them, directly, but many of us who've been in the music industry or music industry adjacent have been aware of Puff's behavior for many years.
Freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB.
I wonder how much these people are getting paid for these freak-offs, bro. And what exactly are they doing in the freak-offs? Because what the fuck is going on? Like, what? A freak-off, dude? Like, come on, Diddy. No! What are you doing? What is it, like a battle royale type 1v1 freak off? Winner goes to the next round. Winner wins 50,000 or some shit like that, Diddy? Cause that's some shit I would do. I'm not gonna lie, I would do some shit like that. But that's so Diddy though. I may be the next Diddy, bro. I'm gonna title this title "The Making of the Next Diddy," the next prodigy Diddy. But I would never get caught like you, Diddy. That's the difference between me and you.
Which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant.
They called them freak-offs. But, you know, back when I was a kid in the late 70s, they were called threesomes. This was, you know, with the woman that was his woman at the time.
So now they're called threesomes. This lawyer is doing this lawyer is doing profound work, bro. He's actually he's pro as fuck, bro. He's amazing at this job. Oh, they're called freak-offs now. When I was growing up, they were just threesomes, man. Like, come on, dude. You know that's not no threesome. You know no threesome don't last for no 3 days, bro. This is Diddy being Diddy. This is Grandmaster Diddy right here, bro.
Cassie, eyes over here, please. Cassie, that's
and allegedly a third person. I've spoken to about a half a dozen of these different men involved, and I asked them, was there any indicia of lack of consent? And they said, absolutely not. We would never have gone forward a single step had it seemed like anybody in that room was not consenting. Was anyone high, too high? Was anyone drunk? No one was too high, no one was too drunk.
If these are genuinely threesomes, how do you explain 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I don't know where the number 1,000 came.
Oh, bro. What's wrong with using baby oil? Like, what type of question is that? Like, if I'm a lawyer right here, I'm like, what you mean? I didn't know holding baby oil was a crime. When did baby oil become a crime? Did you know baby oil was a crime? Because I didn't know baby oil was a crime.
The U.S. Attorney said it.
I can't imagine it's thousands. I mean, you know, and I'm not really sure what the baby oil has to do with anything.
They're essentially saying it's a lubricant for an orgy.
I guess. I don't know what you need 1,000. One bottle of baby oil goes a long way. I don't know what you need 1,000 for. I mean,
Oh, it sounds like he knows. He said one bottle of baby oil goes a long way. It sounds like you know, son. It sounds like you know you be getting that ass lubed up and letting Diddy come inside you. Okay, bro, that's kind of crazy, bro. I don't know why I just said that.
He has a big house. He buys in bulk. You know, I think they have Costco's in every place where he has a home. I mean, have you sat in the parking lot of a Costco and see what people walk out of there with?
Not 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was. Let's just say it's a lot. Okay.
The U.S. Attorney has said that the freak-off parties are going to be the core of this case. I've covered a lot of cases in my day. I cannot think of a single one that is more salacious than United States versus Sean Combs. I cannot think of anything that even comes close.
I can't either. And, you know, again, if we start hearing the details of what went down at these parties, I mean, I remember back in the day, the allure of a Diddy white party.
Oh, that's wild. You know some crazy shit be going on there.
You're gonna hear about my party, they're gonna be shutting them down, they're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things.
Everyone wanted to be there. It was so secretive. And to know that these parties will be on Front Street, we are gonna hear what happens, not just at these parties, but obviously these after parties. I kind of am hoping to hear the details, even as terrible and sordid as it may be, because it's astonishing that these things could be happening right underneath people's noses, very famous people.
If you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Gotta keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
What the fuck? Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
Diddy's not joking,
kinky,
bro.
Yeah. Broccoli, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat.
Heat? Diddy is not joking, bro. He's not joking. This dude dead ass. Diddy, come on, bro. You gotta lock in.
Yeah. Heat? You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning? Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, you know, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
No, everybody gets hot as fuck.
Do you ever see any of that in the parties that you threw or he threw? Did you ever get any sense of that kind of eventually evolving?
My spidey senses were always on high alert. And I know that there's no safety after a certain hour when you've got drinks flowing and people behind your back doing drugs in bathrooms, 2 and 3 people walking out of a bathroom together. There's no safety in that. So could there potentially be? Absolutely. Did I see it? No, because I never stayed at a party late enough to see it.
Did you sense it?
Did I sense that there could be trouble? There could be trouble riding on the subway. Yes, I sensed it. Yes.
There's no way out for Diddy on this. I'm just telling you, there's no way out. All he's going to be able to do now is whine about his jail. He might get in a better jail. He's going to whine about...
Okay, Karen, you know a lot about this, huh? You know a lot about this, Karen. I don't really want to hear her talk, but she pisses me off. Just her face alone makes me
his
mad.
tuna fish sandwich and his bunk and his naughty roommate. Have fun with that, Diddy.
Good, man. Here's a man.
The pirate hats for P. Diddy is crazy, bro. I always see him with this pirate hat. You know that P stands for P. Diddy.
Who has made some of the most important businesses owned by a black man. Run, owned, created, founded. The vision was that of a black man. What have we done? We have reduced him, not everyone, but a large amount of our society, to being a monster. That should make us shake in our boots.
Down here at Pura Vida by my pad, run into the man right here.
No!
What's up?
The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
This is the government scrutinizing his businesses are fine. Scrutinizing the taxes, he pays his taxes. He does everything right. What's the last vestige? We're gonna go into his bedroom. We're gonna go into his bedroom because maybe we don't like the way he's having sex.
Bro, what? This lawyer is doing pro-defense, bro. Pro-defense. Oh my God, bro. Bro, hire this lawyer right now, bro. He actually sounds like he believes the words he's saying. He know Diddy guilty as fuck. He know Diddy guilty as fuck. But this lawyer is doing a grand slam performance trying to get this bag, bro. I gotta respect his hustle, bro. I can only respect his hustle, bro.
Diddy, come on, hook us up. Hook a brother up.
I really wanted to get somebody who is just all over this genre. And I want to talk to you about the whispers. Because according to prosecutors, this has been going on for 16 years at least. And yet nothing surfaced publicly until passing.
Damn, he beating the shit out of her,
what were the
bro.
whispers over the years? What were people saying?
There was a lot of talk of parties or Diddy parties as they're kind of known now. It was always sort of known that if you went to a party at Puff's house and were you to stay past certain hours, that you might be introduced to some sort of, you know, massive orgy, or there was just a lot of whispers about what it might have consisted of.
This is about we. This is motherfucking bad boy, bitch. We love everybody.
Certainly, I don't think that it was common knowledge that there was so much non-consensual stuff going on or any of the seedier allegations, but it was definitely discussed.
Years ago, Diddy was on Ellen DeGeneres' talk show, and she even joked about that.
I could think of you of starting a party at like midnight. Like what time will it go till?
That's a different type of party.
Uh-huh.
No, it'll go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then, you know, we have the top 2 floors of the hotel.
Mm-hmm. And then it will carry on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, I mean the after party.
Mm-hmm. No, I know about them.
Oh, Ellen, you're sharp to the Diddy parties. You been to a Diddy party, Miss Ellen? Okay, Miss Ellen, you be getting down with the Brown, going to the Diddy parties. You be getting Diddy, you be getting touched, Miss Ellen.
I'll listen to the music. I've heard that song after party.
No, I mean, I think everybody knew that Diddy was a highly sexual individual and that he certainly was a fan of drugs in general.
Let's go, baby.
How could this go under the radar for 16 years?
I think that Diddy, over those years before he was apprehended, I think that it was just his ego just kept inflating and he kept getting away with more and more things. If you go back to the Shine incident, that was an incident in which he assaulted somebody in a nightclub in front of, presumably hundreds of powerful people, influential people.
Prosecutors then say one of Combs' associates, 19-year-old Jamal Barrow, also known as the rapper Shine, opened fire, while Combs reportedly pulled out a pistol of his own.
And he got away with it. He was able to make this young artist basically take the fall for him.
I had nothing to do with a shooting in this club. I want to make this 100% clear. I had nothing to do with a shooting in this club.
Yeah, okay, Diddy. You just might make me believe that, Mr. Diddy, Mr. Sean Diddy Combs. You and your defense attorneys, bro. Okay, buddy.
And I feel terrible that people were hurt that night.
You don't feel terrible at all.
I am Natanya Rubin. I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. I'm a daughter. And I am a
Why are we bringing this? Wait, she about to say she's a victim of Diddy?
victim of gun violence.
Oh, gun violence, bro. Man, we don't really give a fuck about you. Why was you in a party with Diddy anyway?
8 people inside the club were injured, 2 of them critically, including a young woman with a bullet lodged in her cheek.
I am the woman who was shot on December 27, 1999 in Club New York by Sean Puffy Combs. I have said it from that day and I will say it till I die. I just watched Shine and Puffy start backing back towards the door, like you would see in any movie when someone is backing away from a scene but reaching to their side. They were reaching to their side, backing away from the scene to get to the front door. I turned around to tell my friends, oh my God, watch out. I think they're gonna, this is getting crazy. I think they're gonna shoot. I saw the muzzle flash and the bullet slammed into my face. I watched them. I watched both of them fire their guns.
Do you have any sense of which person fired the shot that hit you?
Absolutely. Shine was closest to the bar. Puffy was closest to me.
Remember one thing. This man testified to a jury in 2001, and he saw 12 New Yorkers look him dead in the eye and say, "You're not guilty."
Why do you think it took 16 years for...
This lawyer is on an absolute masterclass. This is a generational run by this lawyer right here, bro. This lawyer is so fucking good at his job, bro. Somebody give him a raise right now, bro. He defending this man Diddy with his life. It was found that Diddy was not guilty. You know Diddy did that shit, dude. Come on, bro. You know deep down, you know Diddy did that shit.
authorities to really come down hard on Diddy, given what you say happened to you, what happened to Cassie, and what allegedly happened to many other people?
There's an old adage, every dog has his day. This victory is not just a victory for Cassie, for Little Rod, for me. It's a victory for everyone who has felt the specter of violence, oppression, wickedness.
Bro, Shawty just want attention, bro. You just want attention. What the fuck? Why we acting like Diddy did something personal to you, like he tried to shoot you, bro? I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not defending Diddy or nothing, but like, you're not on the victim list, buddy. Diddy didn't give a fuck about you. What the fuck? Why are you the spokesperson of this shit? Ain't nobody give a fuck about you, bro. That's the biggest thing that ever happened to you in your life. Oh, I got shot by Sean Diddy Combs. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Evil, whatever.
I am the fucking hardest hustler in the world. This is Savage Part 2. Don't tell me about shit. It's 2022 and I'm still a savage. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever I want, I fucking get.
People were...
Whatever you want, you get, huh, Diddy? That's probably is how you think. You want something, you get it, Diddy, huh? By drugging girls, putting a little something in a drink. It's party time, huh, Diddy?
We're definitely talking about his, not just his emotional abuse, but his physical abuse and his temper and his anger and his treatment of women. And there was a lot of rumor and a lot of fear.
Fear of retaliation?
Fear of retaliation, fear of reputational damage, and fear of being called inauthentic by a culture that unfortunately values sexual violence.
The personality profile that I would assess to Puffy during the years we were working together was very hardworking, ingenious, creative, demanding, prone to temper tantrums. If he didn't have his way, screamed a lot.
Did y'all know that's the hustle? You make enough money to pay everybody so you don't do shit but be as happy as you can be. I want to be happy. I pay too many people.
I have heard that you would refer to Diddy as the problem child. Is that right?
Yes, I called him my problem child. I used to always joke that I had the notorious B.I.G. and I had the notorious VIP. And the notorious VIP is Puffy.
I wanted everybody to meet Cassie. Y'all might know. Yes.
Sean Diddy Combs was a hero to a lot of people. He also fed a lot of...
A hero to who? A hero to who? What the fuck? This video is getting kind of long though, so I'm gonna break this video up into 3 parts, man. This is gonna be part 1. I'm gonna upload it, see how I do. I'm gonna upload the next 2 parts a little later in the day. But going off that note, man, it's your boy, J.I. 15. I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.